I'm talking to Giuseppe from Dynamics Communities about the upcoming Community Summit show taking place in Orlando, October 19th to 23rd. Will come up before we know it. And I really want to hear from you, Giuseppe. Who's coming to this? Why will they be there? What are their goals when they're there so that we can help people to understand why it's so important for them to be there too? So tell us a little bit more about who's coming.
Yeah, thanks, Anya. So as we look at Community Summit in Dynamic Communities putting the event on traditionally, over the years we've seen a trend in us helping pull together four really primary sources of types of users. And it starts with the creators. So we look at users in particular from Microsoft themselves coming who are helping define product roadmaps. They're talking to users or buyers who are attending or sellers who are attending, supporting the sales process, engaging in customer meetings, helping create new opportunities. And it typically represents about 10% of the overall audience at Community Summit in a really critical part of Community Summit, which is the creators. We look at the sellers as well, and a lot of people in the community depend on sellers. You look at partners, you look at MVPs, you look at Microsoft Field Team in particular, or developers that are out there. It represents about 25% of the people who come to Community Summit. They're there obviously to meet with customers, to build activations, to make sure the event's memorable, but also engaging. They're helping curate agendas for their customers as they attend the event itself, parsing through some of the 600 plus sessions. They're meeting with Microsoft leadership and they're helping build deeper client connections at the event as well. We have buyers also attending the event. About 50% of the all summit attendees are buyers, right? And multiple people from different buying communities or committees there that are meeting with Microsoft leaders. They're coming to understand the roadmaps to see, is this really an investment I need or want to make for my business? And to find out who the right partner is for their business that might help take them to the next level or maybe even help save them for where they're at in their current project. And lastly, you see the largest chunk of attendees to the event, which is the users themselves, right? Which I think makes sense. They're there because they've invested in the platforms in the past. They're there building out unique agendas for where they're at in their buying journey or business journey. They're cross-training multiple individuals from their teams. You see an amplitude of different type of personas. And they're really here to optimize the system that they're currently on, to understand what those new releases coming that might look like, and to meet with other users themselves, right? They want to build that sense of community and understand why they're there. Has somebody done it? Had they done it better? How can we learn from those people as they look at all the sessions going on throughout the week and the large show floor that's there and present for them to walk around and meet with new partners to maybe fill gaps in their current systems.
Excellent. So we have creators, sellers, buyers, and users. What's the attendance that you're looking at for this 2025 show? What's your projections?
Yeah, I mean, we're projecting well over 5,500 people, similar to last year as we look at the overall attendance in the event. This year, we have our theme for the event is agents and co-pilots are defining BizApp's future as well. So really getting on board with Microsoft's alignment around how this is really transforming the future of the platforms that all these guys are using and trying to make our session content, copy, and information all centered around that.
Right. And how about sponsors? What will the expo look like this year in terms of size?
Yeah, another 280 plus sponsors will be present or sponsoring digitally here, but the show floor will be again full with sponsors coming from all different kind of walks of life. And I think as we look at our sponsor community overall, we have a good mix of partners and supporting ISVs or SIs that'll be present at the event again this year.
So Giuseppe, tell me in a little bit more detail, what are these four categories of people? What are they coming to Community Summit for?
Yeah, well, as we look at the buyers and users specifically, as we break down the audience and we've done some digging into the demographic data behind them, 10% of the people that come to Community Summit are considering a new investment in Microsoft Biz Apps, which I think is really interesting data. So I think that's where we see that subset of buyers that are coming. Another 35% are brand new to Biz Apps. They've made some investment in the recent 12 to 18 month past here where they bought Dynamics Power Platform, Fabric, Copilot, something, and they're looking to better scale up where they're at and what they have today. Another 15% are currently evaluating a migration, maybe something legacy on-premise to something cloud-based, and they're there again to do their due diligence to figure out what's in the marketplace, what's available on the Dynamics side, and they're there learning that. And the last chunk, which is about 40%, which is the largest piece, are users that are out there looking to optimize their existing systems, whether it's AI, power platforms, some type of automation. They're there to get better at what they're doing and make sure they're removing any legacy debt inside of their organization. And that's where they come to the Community Summit to evaluate and go through all the sessions that are being put on all week.
Great. Thank you for that added detail. Giuseppe, in the past, historically, I think when I think of Summit, I always think of partners and users, but really trying to get kind of these late stage buyers, people who are evaluating whether or not Microsoft Dynamics is the right choice for them. What would you say to that audience specifically about really the importance and the value of coming to Summit?
Well, I think Summit's unique in a sense that, again, we pull together those four types of users in the community, which, again, I think allows people to make the right buying decisions, ask the right questions, get the right information, bring that back to your business so you can make an informed buying decision. But it also allows you that unique opportunity to not just do your research online, but to come and to hear from users that are already doing it, whether it's other buyers that are there, other users that are well established, to hear the great case studies and stories from companies that have already done what you're attempting to do. And then to network not only with Microsoft directly, but the partner that you're potentially courting as well to make this investment in your organization that will be able to take you to the next level and make sure it's the right one for you up front.
Wonderful. Well, I know that I am really looking forward to Community Summit in Orlando. And if anybody that's listening would like to attend and get a 10% off, use ERP Blog 10, the code when you register. I'll put that on the screen. And Giuseppe, I look forward to seeing you there.